Kid's gone. Kid's gone. You started recording? It did.
I'm here.
Okay. How you guys doing? This is the DFL post-draft show. We got everything we need right here. We have Escava, we have Sammy Saka, and let's jump right into it. So, the first team to discuss is the Cowboys. They have a lineup of Moose, Alan Mustachi, their captain, Mo Dweck, their quarterback, Nadav Arbach, Joe Torquia, Chaim Landy, Yehoshua King, and Kaz. What do you guys think about Mo Dweck?
Well, I'll just say, I really haven't seen Mo Dweck play, and usually I probably watch the games, but due to the rain, I'm out. They got the win, I believe, and I'm hearing good things. But if you saw him play, please let me know.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about Mo Dweck. I know that he was a part of the Ravens last year, but we played in the finals. He was a good player, but I haven't seen him play quarterback, so I'm excited to see what he can do because I haven't seen really anything this week.
Yes, so Mo, I was on the same team as him last year. He was a receiver, though, and he played very well at receiver. Had some great catches. I will say, though, while I haven't seen him play quarterback that much, I have heard very good things about him coming out of Lakewood. There's a reason he went first overall in the draft. He's very fast, I can tell you that. And watching his game, he did have a very good arm. So I'm expecting we'll see a lot more good stuff out of him. And I'm very impressed with what I've seen so far.
The hard part about that game is that half of it was played in the rain. And and that's the same thing with Buccaneers game also, where it's like, we want to get a gauge of how these guys are playing, but a rain game is just...
That was in the rain. That was Jags and
he wasn't in the rain. Then I take that back. Maybe just one straight up, and I respect that then.
Okay, so now on to the next guy, Nadav Arbach. He's a receiver.
I couldn't tell you one thing about that guy.
Never even heard of him.
You could line up 5 people in a line. Tell me one of them is Nadav Arbach, and I couldn't tell you which one.
Definitely the Jewish one.
Yeah. No, he had 1 or 2 good catches in the game. I'll take a look at his stats right over here. He actually played very well. He had 5 receptions and 2 picks and a touchdown. He's a rookie again, but he's also a rookie from Lakewood, so it's a little tough to judge them as rookies per se. I guess his stats in this case speak for itself.
One more thing about Nadav Arbach is that he has to be good, and he has to be good because Moose took him at 16, which meant he didn't think he would get him at 19. That's only a few picks later. So it must mean that, again, this is part of the privileged information that only a few captains are going to understand and know really that some of these guys are awesome. And, he knew he was so good that maybe Siegel would have taken him at 18 or Yoni could have taken him at 17. So I think it's really interesting that, that he went that high.
Yeah.
So it probably is the truth.
You guys know about Torque, I'm sure. You played with him?
Not much, no. I don't.
Oh, really?
He didn't play last year. He played the year before that.
You're right.
Joe's jacked. He's a great player, very motivated, has a motor. One of these guys that's going to play a lot of cornerback and wide receiver. You can even throw him on the line. It's a solid pick just because he's a talented guy. I don't think Torque would be the best number 1 receiver, but as number 2, he's probably great. And I think especially when you have a guy like Mo Dweck, who I'm sure is very, very good, but he's not Zach Carey. Not Zach Carey. He's not Zach quarterback from last year, right? So where he's going to be out there throwing perfect balls. So you want to surround your quarterback with good wide receivers, and that's part of the big thing. So he got a lot of good receivers early, and I think that's important for Moose's team.
Yeah,
I've seen him. I don't know him personally, but I know what he looks like. Seems like a good football player. I watched the highlights of other games. I wanted to get a little scope of the players before I dove into this. So yeah, I saw him make a couple plays, couple catches. Looks like a solid player.
So now to Chaim Landy. That's pick number 29. I'm assuming he's another receiver. The truth is, I don't know much about him. And I'm assuming you guys don't either. He's a rookie.
Never heard of him.
So 2 receptions. One of them was for a touchdown. So he is good. I guess we'll have to see more footage, and that'll come in week 2.
It's like last year, and then last year we didn't know a lot of the guys either. And as the year goes on, you get a feel for all of them. You actually play against them, and that's how you really find out who's who. Is when you play against them, you get the feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Have any of you guys played against Moose himself, the captain of the team?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, last year. I went against him. I remember he was blocking me when I played D-line. He was a very good O-line. Strong, good hand placement.
Yeah.
Good player.
Yeah, no, I agree. Moose
Definitely excited to compete with him.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say it's a crime that Moose was slotted at number 32 in the draft. He's someone that, as you know, probably should be picked before myself, and I was picked at like 28, 29. And so you have a guy, you know, who he's big, he's mean, he plays strong, and yeah. So I think he's a guy that's even better than he has you slotted. Very, very, very tough competitor. Very, very, very tough guy. And like I said on the Instagram live, like he's the leader of this team. He's a great leader to have because he's vicious and he wants to just shove it down your throat. And that's why they're going to be a good team this year.
Yeah, I agree with that. Moose, I played against him last year. He's very tough. If he can't find a way through you, he's gonna find a way around you one way or another. He's gonna try to get to the QB. Against the Bengals, he actually got a lot of pressure on Shimmy, a lot more than I thought he would have, even through the rain and all of that. Like, Shimmy's a running QB in a sense, and even still, Moose was, like right at him almost every play.
Who's their O-line, the Bengals?
Exactly.
The Bengals,
Shmooey Lewis.
Yeah. Him.
Shmooey Lewis, and I don't know the other two guys, but I have to assume that they're not the highest quality of the blockers.
We'll get to that later.
It's easy to give my judgment of how good someone is. Like you're telling me that Moose got a lot of pressure against his team. I got to play that team myself and see how it is,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I got that. All right.
So once I go up against that O-line, I can definitely give you my insight.
All right, now to Yehoshua King. This guy, you guys might not know him, but he has the craziest beard out of anyone I've seen in my life. I think that should give him extra points. He's big. He's as big as Moose is, and they were both playing on the D-line. His thing is that he likes to jump up and go against the passes as they're coming out, and it's very scary to watch if he can get one of those off. I don't think he got one of them off of Shimmy when they played against the Bengals, but I'm looking forward to seeing what Shua King does. He looks dangerous. All right. But now to Kaz. You guys know Kaz, do you?
Kaz is a great guy. I've been playing football with Kaz for low-key like 10 years plus. Kaz is a sneaky player, and he's going to play good D-line, you know what I mean? He's going to get sneaky pressure against you, and you think that, this guy has no way he could play, but then he just plays well. You know what I mean? And, he'll have a sneaky touchdown in half the games where somehow dude just opened for a great touchdown. So, he's going to be picked with the 48th pick, but, he's in the gym. I see him at the gym. He takes care of himself and he has a good football sense. And so he's a great guy to have as your extra guy. You know what I mean? And you can rotate him in whenever you need him.
So overall, how are the Cowboys? If you're going to put a letter to it, what would you give them?
B+.
You would give them a B+. Scava, what about you?
Like I said, most of the guys are from Lakewood or that I don't know. Mm-hmm. So they have Mo Duet quarterback. Yeah, it's a good team. I'll give them a B. I'll give them a B minus actually. I'll give them a B minus.
Screw your team. B minus.
In the B minus. Good. For the Cowboys, it's a B+ and a B-.